Welcome back to the Exit Planning Series. Today, we're going to dive into ways to add value to your company prior to the sale so you don't miss on any money that you're going to leave on the table when it's time to sell. Planning your business exit or succession is not just a final step, but a strategic move for long-term success. Simply put, it's just good business. I'm Sean Sebold, President, Founder, Sebold Capital Management, and let's get started. So, today, let's get on Strategize to Maximize, boosting your bucks. Buyers versus sellers. As we all know, buyers versus sellers, they're going to have different expectations with regards to valuations. So in order to come to a deal, we have to ultimately come to a transaction value. So um, buyers typically value lower on income statements. So when they look at your income statement, they're going to value it a little bit lower. Net income, EBITDA, those things show profit pretty clearly. Those are things that are going to be focused on. Sellers go for metrics higher on the income statements. So when I say that, it's, we're looking at this income, I should get this multiple. I need an 8 multiple, I need a 10 multiple, I need a 12 multiple. That's what sellers are looking for. Gross sales are straightforward. They are changed less by post sales. So that's really what it's all about from a value perspective. We need sales. Okay, great. We get good sales. We get a deal. We get it done. So for superior selling, decide when and what form of payout to receive. So payouts to receive when you're selling a business, you don't just, and it is rare, though it does happen, you don't just get a check, you're done, you leave. It's not like selling your car. So what you're going to do is you're going to get options and payouts. So what kind of payout you're going to get? Is it going to be some interest in the next company? Is it going to be from a private equity firm rolled into the fund where you now share positions in many other firms that are similar to yours? So deciding when you get the cash and what form is going to have a valuation difference. Any kind of postponed payment increases risk, therefore should increase the value that you're willing to take overall. So that would mean you're going to pay 40% up at front and then 60% over some period of time. Seller can restrict buyer's management during that earnout period. So management fees, capital expenditures, all these things, the seller is now going to say, I'm in control of that, or they can be restricted. So that's things that you have to work on up front. Okay, finding goodwill. So goodwill is going to be an accounting issue. It's accounting for an intangible asset. It says really the value of this company is $5 million, but we're going to give you 10 and 5 of that is going to be in the form of goodwill. So this is brand recognition, synergies, employee skills. So why is this important? Goodwill payments eventually can be written off. Why can they be written off? If you have new competition, poor financial performance, regulatory changes can also have an impact on goodwill going forward. So you might have heard of a couple of these companies that have had very large components of goodwill. So Facebook and WhatsApp, $19 billion sale. Of that, 15.3 was considered goodwill. How about America Online, Time Warner, the AOL deal, $664 billion sale. And again, majority of that was in fact goodwill. When Microsoft bought Skype, almost all of that was goodwill. So they weren't taking a lot of the other assets and things like that from them. Now, goodwill gone bad. Here's where it easy come, easy go. America Online wrote off 99 billion of the 164 in 2002. Kraft Heinz, they wrote off a lot, 15.4 billion of their purchase. So any amount of goodwill can be impaired again by declining cash flows, higher competition, and of course, any kind of economic impact. So that can be written off in the future. So be aware of that. Be aware of what goodwill is. Looking at that up front can be a pretty big driver of value over the future. So with that, again, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching today. Stay tuned for chapter 4, keeping it clean. So we're going to talk a little bit about maintaining legal and ethical selling in the business sale process. Look to see you then.